and welcome to the MetsXMFanZone Live Podcast, your ultimate source of everything Mets. Joining us, we bring you guys the latest updates of our analysis and insights of Mets Daily. And before we start our show, we want to thank you guys for loving our show. Make sure that you guys hit the smash button, share, like, and subscribe. And we go live every week, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at the 10 o'clock hour and our new time at the 7 p.m. hour. If you love our content, don't forget to check it out by going to MetsXMFanZone.com. It gives you guys all of your latest Mets, everything Mets, live streams, news feeds, much more. And plus, you can now watch Mets spring training games on our website by doing so at MetsXMFanZone.com. So we got some news on our website. And we also got some news for the channel. We figured we'd get right on to that. If you are popping into our live stream, we are going to we're going to take some Q&As. I figured we'd go ahead and do that. We are live on all major platforms on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also on YouTube. After the show, if you miss a moment of our show, you guys can listen to our shows on Spotify. You got Spotify, Apple Podcast, you got iHeartRadio, you got ShowTunes, you got Odyssey. You can listen to us on all major platforms. So if you do miss this episode, we are live on all major platforms, and plus we upload on a daily basis. So please go ahead and check that out. And plus, also, you can check out our latest videos on our website. You can go to MetsXMFanZone.com/videos, and you can see all of our episodes on our website. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go into the episode and give you guys any questions that you guys might have for me. The Mets did finally posted up their $1 million Super Bowl ad. I will show that in just a few moments on our podcast. I just gotta basically upload it so I can show you guys. We do have it up on our YouTube channel. I'm definitely gonna post it up today on our website as well. And I believe we have it on the website, actually. But I'll definitely, we'll see if we could, that's even a good question. I don't even know if we even have it up. Yes, we do have it up on the website. We do have it uploaded on here as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we are just looking all over the place to see if we have it. Okay, we do have the coverage for you guys, so we will show that video for you.
I got it! New York Mets Ticket Center. This is Brandon.
Section 139? Yeah, you can see my hair from there.
お化けフォークはただの球種だからお化けじゃないよ。
Got it. Yeah, it's not a real ghost.
It's not a ghost!
Now, you hang up. Your tickets are confirmed. Yes, they're closer.
And that was the $1 million Super Bowl ad for the New York Mets. It's going up on the show. And we do have it uploaded on our website. We will have the ad up, and we'll continuously keep doing the ad for the Mets on all of our social media platforms. So you guys can check views on our YouTube. Our YouTube channel has been uploaded. I had to do a whole new thing to it and update it, and so I mean our videos are exploding. So we want to thank you guys for loving and sharing and subscribing to our YouTube channels. But if you guys want to hear more of our content, please feel free to do so. We're gonna take some questions. See if I got some. What do I got here? I'm going into the community board. So we have one question here. Will you guys be live streaming all spring training games? Yes, we will be live streaming all spring training games, and we will be streaming all Met games throughout the season. Now here is a new update in regards to streaming games up on our social media platforms. We will not be live streaming any games on YouTube. We will try to live stream a Met game on our Facebook page. That is one thing that we will be doing. So if you want to check that out, If you want to check that out, we will be doing that on Facebook only, not YouTube, just Facebook. So, which will be spring training games. We're probably not going to be doing in-game seasons, but we'll probably be doing it once a month. One video once a month. Probably going to post it up on our Facebook live page. Which will be going onto our private page. If you go to MetsXMFanZone on our private page, that's when we will be doing our games. If you are a member of them, so make sure that you subscribe to that page, so that way you can see the games on there. So that is for exclusive members only. When is the first game? The first game's on the 15th, so it will be against the Houston Astros, and will be in Port St. Lucie. I am answering questions on TikTok, which a lot of people, we are like very popular on TikTok for some odd reason. Our channel is growing on there. Okay, we got a question here on Twitter. I should just start putting up the chat box on our screen so you guys can even see them. What do we got here? Is Mark Ventos gonna be in the lineup somewhere during spring training? Okay, so we are hearing that Mark Ventos. Who else we got here? I have it here on my sheet here. So it would be Mark Ventos, Francisco Alvarez, Brett Beatty, Ronnie Mauricio. Those guys will be there. Let's see who else I got here. Sean Maddox, Nick Tudos. So there's going to be a lot of guys going into spring training here for what we see. We got a caller. So we have our first call right here on MetsXMFanZone Live Podcast, and your name is?
Hi. Jenna? I just want to know on, do you think that the Mets are going to go all the way this year? And how do you think their pitching rotation is going to be?
Well, I think their pitching rotation is going to be really good because if you look at it, you got Max Scherzer that's going to be in the top of your lineup, and then the New York Mets did sign Justin Verlander, which is going to be your probably number 2 at max. And then, of course, you got Jose Quintana. That's going to be your 3rd into the rotation. So, even so, you got the Japanese pitcher, which is going to probably be your number 4 hole. And then your number 5 is going to be Carlos Carrasco. So, if you really look at the starter rotation, that's going to definitely be a good lineup by far.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the Mets are going to win the World Series?
I do think that the Mets will definitely have a good staff that will definitely win the World Series. I do. I believe so. If the Mets don't have any injuries, I think they would definitely go all the way.
I think so. I hope so. That would be nice.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank
you.
Thank you for calling in to MetsXMFanZone Live Podcast.
Okay. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye.
And that was our actual first caller in on the MetsXMFanZone Live Podcast. So I think that was pretty cool. If you guys would like to call into our show, we will have the number in the site descriptions. We will not be doing it on YouTube, though. If you want to call in, we will only be doing it through the Facebook live chat. So make sure that if you guys are on, that you have the your questions in the podcast. Now, we do have another question, which a lot of you guys are having concerns with Keith Hernandez. Now, I want to go on to that because I do know some news in regards to the Keith Hernandez contract with SNY. Now, there has been buzz around the SNY crew that Keith Hernandez will not be re-signing with the New York Mets. This has come to us about an hour ago that Keith Hernandez might not want to rejoin the staff. This might be a big shakeup in regards to the SNY booth, but we still don't know. This is not set in stone just yet, but we are hearing that it can be that Keith Hernandez might not re-sign with the SNY booth. But there is still negotiations being in place here. But I think once we find out, we'll know more. See what there was another question I also seen here too. You think that which I did say that what the question here was on TikTok. You think it would be a shakeup of the booth this year, which I did say that probably Keith Hernandez might not rejoin the SNY booth because they're right now in still talks with a contract. The Wilpons have been very stingy with Keith Hernandez being re-signed in there. They are right now looking at a couple people to maybe replace Keith Hernandez in the booth, but I don't think that he's not going to resign. I do believe he will resign. Just as of right now, in talks with the organization and with SNY that the Mets might not resign. Well, SNY might not resign Keith Hernandez in the booth. But from what I'm hearing and the people I have talked to, that he could very well be re-signing. It's just kind of in regards to money-wise. It's not in regards to length-wise. I think Keith Hernandez wants to go for another 5 more years. But in regards to money, they're still up in the air in regards to that. So we haven't really heard much on that side. So hopefully we'll know more, but I'll be able to, get you guys some news as we go forward with the season. And once the season starts also. Okay, we have another question. So, what will the opening day roster look like? Well, I did have it here, so which I did speak earlier. All right, so here is my lineup for the New York Mets going into the 23 season. Now, obviously, it would be leading off and playing center and player center field would be Brandon Nimmo. Then I would go with Sterling Marte playing right field. Then after that, batting third, playing shortstop would be Francisco Lindor. Batting fourth and playing first base would be Pete Alonso. Now, and I'll give you guys my projections in a second. Jeff McNeil playing second base. Now there are two. I would like to flip flop it here. I would either go Daniel Vogelbach or Escobar. Then I would go with, obviously, third base, Brett Beatty. Playing left field would be Mark Hanna. And catching behind the dish would be Thomas Nido. It would be either Thomas Nido or Omar Nieves, but the Mets are probably going to put Nieves into that spot. I don't think the Mets are going to put Nido to start. So I think in my honest opinion, that's probably where the Mets are going to go with that. All right, so let's go ahead and give you guys my projections. So if I was going to go with number one and go with Brandon Nimmo, obviously he's going to be your leadoff. I don't see many home runs coming out of him going in 23 season. I would probably say in between 20, 25 home runs. I think the whole lineup is definitely going to have between 20 to 30 home runs. I would go with Pete Alonso. I would go Pete Alonso, Marte, and Francisco Lindor, all 30s and 40 home runs. I think Brandon Nimmo is going to bat 250, 270. Sterling Marte probably at 220, 230. Francisco Lindor, 250, 260. I would go Pete Alonso, 250, 260, right in there. Jeff McNeil, maybe 280, 290. Probably would bat 300. Daniel Vogelbach, 180, 190. Then I would go with Escobar. Yeah. Did I say Escobar? Yeah, I will go with Escobar. Maybe 210, 214. Then I would go with Mark Hanna, probably a 210, 214 also as well. Omar Nieves. I mean, I would probably go 250, 240. Then I would go with the pitcher rotation. Now, what I have here for my projection, it would be Max Scherzer. I would probably say coming out of the gate going in 2023, I would say 14, maybe 15 wins, maybe 8 or 9 losses, and I would say 2.50. Justin Verlander coming out of a great season with the Houston Astros and winning the World Series. I would definitely go with 18, maybe 17 wins, maybe 4 or 5 losses. I will go with 2.1 on the progression on that. Jose Quintana, I would say 15, 16 wins. I would go with 13 losses. Pitching. Not pitching. ERA 1.93. Then I would go with the Japanese pitcher. Now, I haven't seen so much of him. Once I see what he looks like in spring training, maybe I'll make my judgment. But right now, I would probably say 190. In regards to wins, I would go with maybe 15, 16 wins, maybe a little bit more. I would probably go 4 losses with an ERA of 1.90. Carlos Carrasco. I think Carlos Carrasco is going to have a better year. He did have 15. I think he had like 17 wins. Was it 17? I think it was like 15 or 17 wins last year he had. So whatever wins he had last year, I think he's going to continue to have the same win factor. I would probably go with maybe 10 losses. Maybe go even. I would probably say maybe 200 around in that era. But I think he's going to have a better season going into the 23 season. So that is definitely 100% a better move. Then, who do we have here? So, what would the bullpen look like? What would I say with Escobar? I think Escobar would probably be... not Escobar. Edwin Diaz. I think Edwin Diaz is going to have a really good season. I would definitely say 45 wins, maybe close to 50 this year. If he's spot on. If he's really spot on and lights out for sure, he's going to have 50 wins. Hopefully, going into the 23 season. What were the latest ads that the Mets did have going into the 23 season? So here are the latest moves that the Mets made into the offseason. They got Jeff Brigham. They got Elijah Hernandez. Danny Mendick. I don't see Danny Mendick being into the lineup, but he could very well be. Tommy Pham could very well be also as well. Then the Mets did get Jose Quintana, Brooke Riley, Steven Riggins, David Robertson, Cody Sangon, Justin Verlander, Tim LaCrostro, Daniel Reyes, and who else did they get rid of? No, that's it, actually. Who did the Mets get rid of into the offseason? They got rid of Chris Bassett. The Mets let go Jacob deGrom, which they didn't re-sign him, which I think I'll be fine with it. I'm not upset that the Mets let him go. Well, didn't let him go, didn't sign him. Givens. They got rid of Seth Lugo, which Seth Lugo, in my opinion, his season wasn't as great. Then Trevor May, same thing, not so great. I think Seth Lugo will be all right. Dominic Smith was terrible. Thank God he's gone. Taiwan Walker, I think he could have been all right. Trevor Williams was a disaster. Gave up so many leads for the Mets in 22. Just bad overall. I stated the first live stream. Yes, the first live stream will be on the 15th. We will be going live on our website with the streams. I've been seeing 4 or 5 messages on that. So, yes, it will be on the 15th, the Mets versus the Astros. And then the second live stream, which will be the Mets versus the Marlins. And I believe that's on the 20th. Let me just check it real quick. I do have it here on my notes. So, yes, it would be on the 15th and the 20th. So that's what the games will look like. And we will have them streaming on our website. So the 15th will be the first game, Mets versus the Astros. And then the second game would be the Mets versus the Marlins on the 20th. So 15th and also on the 20th. We will be live streaming all spring training games that will be free on our website to all viewers. And then once the season starts, we do have premium memberships on there. If you guys would like to check out all of our memberships, you guys could go onto our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.com/plans. And you could check out all the membership, all the membership prices on there, so you guys could check that out. And plus, we had another question on to where are the Mets? So the Mets will be home on those games. So they will be live streaming through the SNY. I'll have the schedule on the website, so you guys will like to see when the games do go live and when we will be posting them on the website. So when all those games go live, we'll have them for you. Are there any Mets injury news? So far right now, in regards to any injuries, Sterling Marte still went under the knife in November. Like some muscle issues. So we're not hearing anything that he'll be ready for spring training just yet. I know when I was talking to Met officials that Sterling Marte is still not ready to go. He is down in Port St. Lucie. So I mean, hopefully I'll get the status on him. So I will definitely keep you guys updated on that. Any news on Darren Ruff? Will he get traded before the season starts? I haven't heard anything in regards to Darren Ruff getting maybe a move yet. But from what I did hear that, who the hell was it? That the Mets are trying to get Danny Mendick to warm up and probably going to be in the starting for spring. And we also are hearing that Tommy Pham. So those are the two guys that the Mets are really going to be looking at going into the spring training as of right now. So probably in his place. But from what we are hearing in regards to the status of Marte, he should very well be put, and we'll know something. We'll know more once the time frame goes. So that's all the latest news that we have for you guys today. If you guys love our shows, please always tweet, like, and subscribe. And if you guys would like to hear more news of our live streams, please feel free to do so by going to Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, and also on our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.com. If you guys have any questions, we will be going live on our next live episode of MetsXMFanZone Podcast, which will be on Monday. I would love to thank you guys for watching. Please feel free to comment in the comment section down below. And if you guys would like to see all of your latest live streams and much more, go to our website at MetsXMFanZone.com. Plus, we also have the Super Bowl the Super Bowl Mets ad. We're going to be posting it up right here on our Facebook page, and we will now be showing that to you guys right now.
I got it! New York Mets Ticket Center. This is Brandon.
Section 139? Yeah, you can see my hair from there.
お化けフォークはただの球種だからお化けじゃないよ。
Got it. Yeah, it's not a real ghost.
It's not a ghost!
Now, you hang up. Your tickets are confirmed.
Yes, they're closer.